What does an artist do? An artist, blah, blah, blah.
An artist painting.
An artist paints. Yes, an artist draws pictures. An artist paints. Okay, let's look at the next job. Thank you very much, Asen. The next job is a rescue pilot. You can use your dictionaries if you like to, or the internet to check the meaning of rescue, okay? So, rescue pilot, R-E-S-C-U-E, pilot. What does a rescue pilot do? You can check on the internet or your dictionaries if you want. What does a rescue pilot do? If in your dictionaries, if you find the word rescue, you will understand. Arkadaşlar, bu kelimeyi bulduktan sonra, anlamı bulduktan sonra bir fikriniz olur.
Okay.
You will understand if you check the meaning of rescue. So please, in your dictionaries or the internet, please check the meaning of rescue. R-E-S-C-U-E. What does a rescue pilot do? What does a rescue pilot do? Okay, did you find the meaning of what rescue means? Rescue. Do you know the meaning? Yes, let's listen to Hazım. Yes, Hazım canım.
Kurtarma pilotu.
Okay, so what job does a rescue pilot do in English now? Now you know the meaning. In English, what does a rescue pilot do? Yes, Asen?
Teacher, teacher bunun Türkçe gelişini anlatamıyorum. O yüzden İngilizce oluşunu anlatamıyorum da Türkçe anlat. Uçağın içinde kalan kişileri kurtarmak olabilir.
In English.
Into the plane.
Guys, a rescue pilot helps people. For example, you are swimming in the sea and you drown. So a rescue pilot maybe can come and help you. You are skiing on Erciyes Mountain and then a lot of snow comes on you and people can't help you. A rescue pilot can help you maybe. If you're lost in a forest.
Orman.
Yes, if you're lost in the forest, where am I? You don't know, okay? A rescue pilot can help you. So rescue pilot helps people in difficult situations. Maybe you are in the sea, denizde. Maybe you are on a mountain. Okay, maybe you are in the forest. A rescue pilot can help you. Okay, let's look at the other jobs. Now, I want you to tell me what...
Teacher, looks like ambulance may... yeah, benziyorlar.
Like an ambulance, maybe. Okay. All right. So we have a vet, an author. Think about these: a vet, an author, and an astronaut. What do they do? I want you to use your dictionaries. I want you to use your computers to check what a vet, what an astronaut, and what was that? I forgot. And an author. Another word for an author is also, one second. Another word for,
Teacher, please.
one second. Another word for an author is a writer. An author is a writer. It's the same thing. It means the same meaning. Eş anlam. So an author or writer, vet, an astronaut, and an author or a writer. What do these people do? What do these people do? What do these people do? Can you tell me? Yes, who can tell me what those people do? Yes, Nisu.
Veteriner.
Not the Turkish translation. What do they do? A chef cooks, okay? A rescue pilot helps people. What does a vet do? Not the Turkish meaning. I know the Turkish meaning. Zaten biliyorum Türkçesini. What do they do? Yes, Sümeyye, do you want to give an answer?
Teacher, author is teacher writes. No, author is writes.
Writes what? What does an author write? What? Does she write the alphabet? A, B, C, D? No. What does an author write? Yes, Gökçenaz. What does an author write?
Teacher, vet is heal animal.
Yes, a vet heals, treats, or helps animals. A vet heals, treats, or helps animals. Good. Yes, an author. What does an author write? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Asel.
Author writes book or letter.
Okay, yes, an author writes books,
dramas.
letters, or stories. Yes?
Yeah.
For example, Cinderella. An author wrote the book about Cinderella. So they write stories and books. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes, Hazen, did you want to say something?
Teacher. Astronaut is
An astronaut.
Bir saniye.
Yes. What does an author do? Guys, this is what a dictionary is there for. Arkadaşlar, sözlük onun içindir. Bilmediğiniz kelimeler araştırmak. What does an astronaut do? Who is putting up their hand? Okay, Beren, let's hear from you, Beren. Yes, Beren.
Astronaut fly space.
An astronaut flies a spaceship, okay? A spaceship. This thing is not a plane, but a spaceship. An astronaut flies a spaceship. Good. All right, guys. So now let's start reading the book. Let us start to read the book. Top jobs. The first job is an artist, rescue pilot, vet, and astronaut. We have one more job actually, and we'll see. So, what job will you do? What job will you do? Have you ever thought about what job you would like to have when you grow up? There are many jobs to choose from and decide. So what will you decide? People try to find a job doing something they are good at and enjoy. So when you are looking for a job, look for a job that you enjoy or that you are good at, okay? So for example, I am good at teaching and therefore I'm a teacher. I am good at cooking and therefore I'm a chef, okay? I am good at helping people, therefore I'm a doctor. So what are you good at? Are you good at drawing? Are you good at cooking? Are you good at, what are you good at? Yes, what activities are you good at? Anyone? Yes, Eflin, darling. What are you good at? I can't hear you, Eflin. Who wants to tell me what they're good at? Okay, Asan, yes, what are you good at?
Teacher, me, ben de yani.
Arkadaşlar yeteneklerinizi soruyorum. What
Okay.
are you good at? I am good at this. I am good at blah blah blah. I am good at blah blah blah. What are you good at? Yes, Hasan.
I'm good at swimming.
You're good at
It's very
swimming.
fast.
Okay, good. So maybe you can be a professional swimmer, an athlete. Athlete, sporcu. Okay, maybe you can be an athlete. Yes, Beren.
I'm good at running.
You're good at running. So maybe you can be an athlete. An athlete is a job that requires you to run, swim, do all sports. So maybe you can be an athlete. Yes? Who else? What are you good at, Ümit Khan?
I am good at play basketball
Mm-hmm.
and ride a bike.
Okay, exactly. You're good at playing basketball and riding a bike. Maybe you can be an athlete. Yes, we can hear you, Eflin. What are you good at, Eflin?
Yes. I am good at athletes. I am good at gymnastics.
Okay, you're good at gymnastics. Maybe you can be an athlete, maybe. Okay, all right. What about you, Kadir Eren? What are you good at?
I'm good at ride a bike.
You're good at riding bikes. Good. Maybe you can be an athlete or professional rider. Okay. Yes, Belinay.
I am good at ride a bike.
You're good at riding a bike. Awesome. You're good at riding a bike. Good. Okay. Who else? Yes, Said.
I am good at
Mm-hmm.
football and ride a bike.
You are good at football and riding a bike. So maybe you can be a football player in future. Yes, Hassan.
I am good at play basketball and I am good at riding a bike.
Yes, you're good at playing basketball and riding a bike. Okay, good. All right, who else? Yes, Nisu. Yes, Nisu.
I am good at volleyball and ride a bike.
Okay, you're good at volleyball and riding a bike. Yes, Sumaya, and then Hazem.
Teacher, I'm good at singing and reading. Teacher reading a bike.
And for riding a bike. Yes, Hazem.
I'm good in play football. I'm good in
Good at.
riding a bike.
Okay, yes, Azra.
I am good at teacher music. I am good at music.
Music?
Yes, teacher.
You're good at music. Okay, wonderful. Okay, okay, anyone else? Yes, Kadir Eren.
I am good at running.
You're good at running. Okay, good. Burcu. Yes, Burcu.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
I'm good at Photoshop.
Wow, you're good at Photoshop? I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
I can change green backgrounds.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, that's nice. Changing green backgrounds. Good. Anyone else with an answer before we say goodbye? Yes, Gökçenaz.
Teacher, I'm good at fashion designer.
Designing. So you're good at fashion designing, like drawing clothes and making clothes. Okay, that's good. So maybe you can be a fashion designer. Yes, Asen?
Teacher, I think I play well between girls.
You think what?
Football.
Football?
Teacher, I think football play will between girls.
Yes, of course. All right. Okay, guys, let's go on with the book. Thanks. All right. So the first job is an artist. So to be an artist, there are many kinds of artists, okay? There are different kinds of artists. Sadece bir çeşit artist olamaz. There are many kinds of artists. And one of these artists is an animator. So an animator does this. An animator draws cartoons, okay? An animator draws cartoons and makes cartoons, okay? So this job is an animator. So let's watch this short video.
One nice thing about him is that he's got long limbs. When you've got a character who's the star and he's got shorter limbs, it means you've got to sometimes work out other ways of expressing emotion and acting. You can put different blinks on him to sort of give different emotions. So instantly that changes his expression quite dramatically. Suddenly he looks more relaxed. If you wanted him to look a bit more cynical, you turn them in just a little, and then suddenly it's a different expression.
Okay, so an animator draws cartoons and makes cartoon characters. All right, let's move on. Another job we have is an astronaut, but there are many kinds of astronauts, guys. There are pilots, okay? A pilot driving a spacecraft. So there are also scientists, okay? Scientists who carry out experiments on the moon and on the stars or the planets, different planets. We also have pilots and scientists there, not only astronauts. Sadece astronot yok orada. There are pilots there, there are scientists there too. Okay, all right. We also have a short video about this. Okay, so that was an astronaut. Now let's move to the next job, which is tasty work. So some people's job is to taste food, guys. Some people's job is to eat. Imagine. For example, a chef cooks or makes something and my job is to eat and taste. Bazı kişinin işi yemek tatmaktır. Tasting food. Imagine. This is interesting, I think. Would you like to be a food taster? Who wants to be a food taster? To be tasting food every time. Hassan wants to be a food taster. Hazem, yes. I think it's very interesting, right? It's very interesting. Eating food as your job, I think it's very interesting. So some people's jobs is to make different kinds of ice cream. For example, nuts ice cream. Do you know what nuts are? Fıstık, okay? Making new kinds of ice cream. Ice cream from nuts, ice cream from butter, different kinds of ice cream they can make, okay? Not just strawberry, lemon, different kinds of ice cream. Aloe vera ice cream, for example. Yes, Asen, do you want to say something?
Teacher, hani tester, az önce sizin dediğiniz vardı ya hani tester şey. Onu seviyorum çünkü bence hem yemek yiyorsun hem de para kazanıyorsun.
Yeah, it's a good job, I think. Tasting food is a good job. You get money and you eat at the same time.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Yes, Sümeyye, what do you want to say?
Teacher, ben onu olmak istemezdim çünkü sevmediğim bir yemek yemek zorunda kalırdım.
I see. Yes, sometimes you cannot like the food, but if you don't like it, for example, you eat, you stop, you don't finish the food. You stop eating it. It's not a problem. All right, guys, let's continue. So we have food tasters and people making new kinds of ice cream. What is the next job? Finally, we have the job of a vet. Okay, so what do vets do? Vets check on animals. Check on animals. So, for example, when you are ill, you go in a room at the hospital, right? Animals too have rooms or cages they can stay in. And every morning, for example, at 8 o'clock, the doctor comes to check. Is the temperature, is the fever okay? Are you okay? Are you better? Are you still ill? So this is what the vets do. They also do operations. Operations in Turkish means ameliyat. So vets also do operations on animals, okay? So here we have a vet and she says, hello, my name is Ellie and I'm a vet in a small town. People bring their pets. People bring their pets to me when they are unwell. I help them to get better. I help them to get better. Okay, so finally we go to the rescue pilot. Rescue pilot, okay? This is what we're going to look at right now. So what activities do rescue pilots do? Like I said, for example, if you are stuck on the sea, okay? You are stuck on the sea. The pilot will come and help you, as you can see here. The pilot will come and help you. A helicopter will come and save you from the sea. You can be also on the mountain, okay? You can be also on the mountain, 1 second. You can be also on the mountain and someone comes to help you here. For example, you go to Erciyes mountain and you have a problem, okay? You have a problem. So a helicopter and a pilot can come and help you. So this is the job of helicopter pilots. When you have a problem on sea, in the mountains, in the forest, they come and help you and save you, okay? All right, let's look at the next job and the last job, I think. So this is an author, a writer. Authors and writers write stories, okay, like Cinderella or a story about the princess and the prince. They write stories for children and also for big people, okay? So this is sometimes difficult, it's not so easy, but people do it, okay? So who wants to be a writer? Who wants to be a writer? Kim yazar olmak ister? Who wants to be a writer? No? No one wants to be a writer? But why? Why? Why? For example, Asen, why don't you want to be a writer?
Teacher.
Because blah, blah, blah, and blah, blah, blah.
Because boring.
Because it's boring, okay.
Yeah. Writing is boring.
Okay. Writing is boring. What about you, Burju? Why don't you want to become a writer? Why? Why not?
Because it's hard. I think maybe, but people think it's bad a story. I'm crying all the time.
Okay, it's hard, you think. Okay. All right. Anyone else who wants? Yes, Sumaya. Would you like to be a writer?
Teacher,